Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me. So I've got just a little make that I want to do today. So I found this in my stash. It's just 2 bits of interesting book page, and then I seem to have folded it up into almost like a trifold kind of shape. And that's it. I was obviously playing with book pages at some point. So I thought I would, look into, using this now. So I'm thinking to have like some little pockets down here just for some tags, and then this can just be like a fun fold out thing. So that's what I'm sort of going with as an idea. So I think first of all I want to cover the inside. I would leave the book page, but it doesn't really go with any of my other ephemera in this particular instance. And I just feel like it might be easier for me to cover it up. Although now that I'm thinking about it, I am thinking, do I want to? Yeah, I'm going to cover it. Like I say, it won't go with my other projects otherwise. So I think I'm just going to put some Kalau all the way along it. I think this will just be the easiest thing. So you see me do this plenty of times. We're just going to do that, and we are going to pop the paper on the top. This is the Journal Boats Christmas kit that I'm using. I am using a few kits for my winter projects this year, but this is one of them. So I'm going to do that, and then I just want to get the folds back in, just whilst that glue is still wet and has time to move. And do the same here. I've got my little heater on by the side of me because I was making some videos earlier today. It was absolutely freezing. You could actually see my breath, or I could see my breath. I don't know if you could see it on video. So I've got the heater on today, and now I'm getting quite toasty actually. So I might have to turn it off in a minute. That's it. Alright, so then we can just cut around this. Now, for some reason, I have put my scissors somewhere, and I cannot for the life of me find them anywhere. So I'm going to see about just tearing this. Hopefully this will be alright. There we are. And I've got my doggy in here with me today. He doesn't like to be shut out of rooms, and I was going to close the door so that heater could, really do its thing. And he wasn't going to be he wasn't going to be leaving me. Okay, right, I'm just going to turn that off because I don't need it anymore. There we go. Okie dokie, let's see what we got. Yeah, that looks fine. So let's just pop those folds back in, and so I have no idea when I did this little book page thing. In the early days I did quite a lot with folding book pages just so I could get an understanding of junk journals and what everyone was doing. But I don't seem to do much with book pages these days, apart from, pretty ones. Actually, I'm going to use my trimmer because I can feel that it's not straight up. That's it. So this is essentially a shop your trash, move it on type video, just something that I had. So I am going to have to just ink around this so that I can just hide those edges a bit. That's it. Okie dokie, right. So that's the inside. I'm thinking I could get away with, it's a bit too small. If I bring out the scraps again, well, that would be nice. Let's have the bells down it. So, once again, I think the easiest thing will be to just pop the glue on. I'll go in with the art glitter glue in a minute. And just going to hold it up to the light and see where those bells are. That's it. And that will give us a nice bit of decoration on the front flap. Let's see if we can just tear that off. And this side. And then I'll just grab that little bit because yeah, tearing doesn't work so well with me and tiny things, little bits. That's it. So that'll be like that. So yeah, this is just essentially me just crafting and trying something. Okay, and then for the front cover, I picked out this. Just trying to decide if I still like it. Part of me wants to kind of move it over. Quite like that. And then I've got another scrap. So I'm just trying to do my best to use as many scraps as I can, you see. But I don't know if that's sort of too much. So let's see what we think. So it'd be, you know, something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. As I say, this is just a book page. What have I got to lose? That's it. This way. Make sure I'm not gluing things upside down. Okay, and I think we can get away with just going about there-ish. So yeah, if you've got some book pages and things, you know, stuff like this is, you know, quite simple to do. Well, it was, yeah, 2 bits of book page, just to make it sturdy, and then glued together, and then just, well, decorated in the pretty papers. And this type of thing, you could easily make these, you know, in advance, and like I've just done here, where it was just book page, and then I've just you know, used my pretty papers, you know, when I was ready to use it. I'll have to neaten that off a bit in a minute. And I really wish I knew what I'd done with my scissors. I think I took them downstairs because I really don't like using these Tim Holtz scissors for cutting around things. If you can hear that, my goodness, my dog does half make some noises, doesn't he? Oh, he's always going on. There we go. We like to think it's him trying to communicate with us. He's trying to tell us something. In this case, he's probably saying, "Oh, Mum, be quiet. What are you talking about?" Okay, right. Let's just do a bit of inking just to see where we're at. As I say, I do want to just definitely tidy it up a little bit, but that's okay. This will be quite a quick make, actually. As I say, because the base was already done. It's just yeah, just decorating it up. I don't know if there's, that's better, yeah. You know, part of me is thinking I don't even need this anymore, do I? No, I don't need that, so I changed my mind. But I do need something on the front, so here's where we bring out my trusty bits and bobs. I just sort of want to see what I might want to have. So let me hit pause whilst I have a little rummage around, find some bits and bobs, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've made a decision. So I am thinking to have a couple of trees like that, because the bells is a decoration on the flap, but I felt like I needed something in this corner to be like, you know, opposites. Lots of things I could have done, and I've settled for trees. And then I'm going to pop that label on. Then we'll get the pockets on the inside. They're just going to be, you know, very simple pockets, but you might like to see. So just have that down there. Really, I didn't feel like it needed a huge amount on the cover. I've sort of gone with these trees. But yeah, I didn't feel like it needed a huge amount of decorating, because those papers from the journal part are very nice. And yeah, it's been fun to use them, you know, to cover up pieces that I might have made, you know, junk and book page and stuff. So this has turned out to be quite a sturdy piece now, is what it feels like. And I'll just ink this label. This label is from Artie May's. I think she just had like a numbers kit for not very much, so I bought it, and lots of different colours in there, so that, oh dear me, see what I mean? I'm always dropping things. Sorry, I did that earlier on a video. I don't know what it is, but I just keep dropping things. Okay, so I want to position this so you're going to see some of the labels. So I'm thinking if you see the 5, then that could be kind of interesting, because either way you were going to see part of the label. Now, in terms of a closure, I could put an eyelet in there and just have like a tie around. I'm not sure at this point whether I'm going to have this piece stuck down to fold out or to be in a pocket. That's why I've not done the back yet, because I'm not sure. I'm thinking to have it stuck down, so that might affect what I have for a closure anyway. So I'm not going to rush to do that until I know where it's going. Really, this video is just about, you know, showing you what I was doing with the, with my random things I got. So I was thinking to use this holly paper, similar to how we've done a previous piece. Sure, I need to know how wide that is, don't I? So I'm not putting gussets in these ones, they will just be very small pockets. So I'm thinking 3.5 and 3.5. That's nice and easy. Okay, there we are. This is just an 8 by 8. So is that 3.5? That's 3.5. So 3.5. And how tall do we want them to be? I only want little pockets, so I'm thinking that's about an inch and a half. Yeah, let's go with an inch and a half. Oops. Actually, I might do 1.25 inches. As I say, I only want teeny tiny little pockets. Let's try that. 1.25 inches, I said, didn't I? Okay. So, yeah. Now that does not look straight at all. 2 secs. So I'm going to put a little divot in, thumb notch in the middle. That's it. And just give those an ink. Just need to decide whether I want to... No, I was just thinking, do I want to round the corners, but I don't think I do. As I say, you won't fit a lot in here. These will just be for some little tags that I've got. So, glue this on 3 sides. So yeah, very simple little like trifold pocket piece. Depending on where it's going, you could glue the whole thing down as like a tuck spot or belly band or something. Obviously I need to decide where I'm putting mine before I decide what I'm doing with it, but you know, it can very easily be that because it's a nice sturdy piece now, with the you know, the couple of layers of book page plus the couple of layers of digitals. Alrighty, so I haven't cut them out yet, but I do have some little tags. I just wanted to have a little look. Yeah, as I say, I've not cut them out yet, but I've got lots of little tags like this. So yeah, I'll put one each in there, and that will be just fine. I don't think I'm going to decorate the inside. I don't think it needs anything. This side might want something, just because it is a little bit, you know, we've got the 2 pockets and stuff, but I don't know if that would then cause, what's the word, like bulk, and, you know, make it hard to close. I was just thinking, you know, we might want a little something at the top. I don't think this is the right thing, but something. I think it wants something, but I'm not going to rush to do it because I always end up changing my mind about things. But it might want like a little word or a label, but I'll see once I've got the tags in. And that's our cover. And as I say, I don't know about a closure yet. I'm hoping that with time it will sit down nice and flat, so I'm going to put it under something heavy and just see how it goes. If it doesn't, you know, if this keeps kicking up, then I'll have to think about putting an eyelet in it. If I was going to do that, then I would use some string or twine, and then I would tape the string or twine to the back here, nice strong tape, have it come through and then tie with a bow. And actually thinking about it, me being me, I'm actually thinking that might actually look quite nice. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put an eyelet in, find some twine, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay, got my eyelet in. I went below the bell, so it's not technically in the middle, but I'm not bothered about that because yeah, I did like it. So in this case then, because I'm doing this, I will definitely stick it down, because otherwise you would see the other side. Let's see this ribbon. So I'm thinking to reduce bulk, I'm thinking to just tie it once through the eyelet like that. And then we can tie it as a bow. There we are, looking very pretty. So to help secure that, and if I was to use this as a tuck, we're going to put some tape just across the back, just to help secure that ribbon. And if you are going to slide something in behind this, then this would stop the ribbon from catching quite as much. And then last but not least, we just want to lighter the ends of these ribbons, because this will stop them from fraying. So I'm sure most of you know this tip, but if you don't, you just want the heat from the lighter just to have that non-fray. There we are. Very uninteresting book page thing, book page trifold into this pretty little thing, which I think I'll have to come out that way. That's it. And then we're just going to have two little tags. Because I've done these quite small, these pockets, I don't feel like I need to decorate them. I might change my mind later, but for now I'm not going to worry about that. And originally I thought about putting something there, but because we've put the eyelet, it probably doesn't need it. So for now, that is that. So if you've got random book page things or just random stuff in your stash that you've forgotten all about, dig them out and see what you can make with them. As I say, I don't know when I made this, the book page base. I was trying to do something with it. And now it's actually a decorated, usable piece. So that's that. Hopefully the video is not too long. I am trying to get a mix of shorter videos in there, because I know we're all very, very busy people right now. So I'm going to leave it there and try and tie this bow again. And I'll leave it there. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed that little make. And I will see you on the next video. Bye bye for now.